Here we are about 6:30 in the morning on my Home Depot fence project. I ordered this fence along with the posts. The fence comes with a 6x8 paneling right here. It comes with the paneling top and the bottom piece. You have to order these posts separately right here. They're about 65 bucks, and they either come in a fence between the posts, or the post between the fences, or you can get an in fence here where you see this side doesn't have any holes in it, or you can get another one that has corners right there. So I got this delivered, put this all in. The only problem with the old fence I had is this old cedar fence. Lasted 15, 16 years, did a great job. What I had to do was to pull the fencing and leave. I thought I could do this and leave the 4x4 posts in. And luckily I put them in with treated lumber. I put the original posts in 8 feet apart. The problem is with sliding the posts over the top, the plastic posts, you can see it right here. Instead of 8 feet, it comes like 8 feet 4 inches. And with that, I have to cut an extra piece right here on the saw to make it fit. So to do that and to do all the fencing that I want to work on both sides, I had to order a whole new panel for 160 bucks just to get the panels to do the fillings. These little tiny pieces here on the ends. All you do is you drop in the little fence panels here, tap them in with a little rubber hammer, get them where you want them. Then on the end you measure however much more you need, which mine was about 3.5 to 4 inches on these. Then I take a good panel. Well, this is a good panel, and I cut one side here and put it here, and then on the good panel I'll cut the other side and put it on a second one here. It's hard for me to show because of the scale and everything, but it's gone in pretty well so far. And then since the posts were so wide, and I have to base everything off of my stationary posts, which are right here, because I concreted them in 18 years ago, not now. I had to get some hurricane clamps to put on the top and the bottom, which are real cheap at Home Depot. And these are gonna stay in here like this till it warms up, and then what I'll do is I've got some white vinyl specialty paint. I'll take them off, spray them in the vinyl, and put them back on. You also have to buy these caps here. You have to buy as many caps as you need. So the reason I'm making this video is because maybe there's someone else that is going to come into the same situation I have, where I'm trying to cheat the situation instead of digging the whole damn thing out. Sorry about that. I wanted to keep the original posts so I wouldn't have to do all the concrete work and everything else. But to do that, I become a slave to the concrete is where it is. Now I had to do the same thing over here, where each post, vinyl post, is about 8 feet 4 inches. And these panels will only cover 8 feet wide. So I had to do the same thing over here. I had to take a good panel and cut between here and here. They cut real easy. All you need is a vinyl saw you get at Home Depot for your D-wall. Here, this one is about 3.5 inches. And then we go down here, and the fence looks a little bit bent, but this is not my fault. What happened is, over the years, and I don't know if there's any builders out there, But I bought some of this pressure treated 4x4. It's not supposed to warp. It's not supposed to bend. It's supposed to be free of moisture, and it's supposed to stay there, stay that way. Well, one of them bent, so it's not that bad. Now this will give you an idea of how far the top piece slides in right here. It should go in another inch, but it can't because of the post width. So it's going to go in a little tiny bit in here, and then you can see the holes where I put here. There'll be a hurricane clamp put right here, just like in the bottom here. And it seems to really work out pretty well, really well. Of course, that's my neighbor. Isn't that neat? That is a governor's mansion of the state years and years ago. A rock star owns it. I haven't seen the guy once in 15 years. But he's a great neighbor. So he's a great neighbor. This back fence right here, this back fence, not the white one, but the other one, it is 8 feet tall and 300 feet long. That's how big this property is over here. Beautiful house. It's painted pink. If I gave you the name of the band from the 80s, you'd know exactly who he is. Would like to meet him. He's a great guitarist, great mandolin player, but I wouldn't lose my religion over it. I didn't say who he was. So the rest of this went in pretty good. And you can see up here where the cap fits on top. And normally what you would do with these posts is you put the posts in to the holes where you can wiggle them around. You put your concrete in there. And then you put your bottom piece in right here. And you take your side pieces, which are, I don't know, a foot wide. You put them in, you drop them in, and you tap them into the posts up and down with your rubber hammer, and then you put the top piece on, and you're good to go. Now, the bottom piece here on this fence I bought from Home Depot has a aluminum I-beam just in the bottom piece right here to here, and it's supposed to withstand winds of 110 miles an hour, or I guess, you know, pretty big dogs that like to jump up and down on them, if you have dogs, which I don't, but my neighbor does. So I decided to spring for the extra money, get a little bit stronger fence, and I've been happy with it so far. It's actually gone together pretty good. There's been no major screw-ups, and I'm worried because whenever I plan something like this, one problem doesn't work, slightly off, I go into another problem, it's slightly off, which causes a third problem, which cannot be fixed. These are the panels. This is where you get them in. If you order, I ordered 13 panels, so they'll just send you the planks like this. There's 8 of them per panel, and then there's the top and the bottom piece here. And then what I have over here is, this is half a panel, which I have destroyed for one panel to give me extra length. So you can see it's got a tongue groove. This is a tongue section right here, and I will just make sure that this tongue section goes into the showing fence, and this goes right next to the post. And it seems to be working pretty good. One thing I would say is, if you have a D-wall, this is one thing I found out. If you have a D-wall, like a, what do they call it? Well, it's a, of course it's buried in here somewhere. A handsaw, okay? Where the hell is it? Anyway, it's in here somewhere. You cannot use a 2x4 ripping blade on these. It will chip up your cuts all to hell. You need to go spend 15 bucks at Home Depot for a vinyl fine tooth blade, linoleum blade, something like that. Of course, I'd like to show it to you, but it's buried here. Damn it. Sorry about that, didn't mean to cuss. I'll bring it out. I'll find it somewhere. And then of course, if you're gonna be doing this, no matter what, you gotta have tunes. You gotta be playing your latest tunes and just enjoying the day. So that's my fence project so far. I have a hauling guy coming over today to give me an estimate just to take these out. This is one side of the fence and the other side is over here. The scrap right over here. And I just want to make this video for anyone that happens to run across this hybrid problem. Maybe somewhere down the line where you want to reuse an old fence system and see if you can cheat your way through it. And so far it's doing okay. There's been a couple little more problems, but I'll make another video about that. That's my neighbors, but that's a cool looking little house. All right, thank you.